I actually got an email from my orthopedic oncologist. So I knew it was malignant because I went up to see my orthopedic oncologist. And he mentioned to me that it was definitely malignant and he was just waiting for the pathology to come back. My husband was with me that day. So at that point, I didn't have a diagnosis of multiple myeloma per se. I just knew it was going to be cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So my husband was with me at the time, and my immediate thought was, well, okay, I thought I was going to die. I'm about to die. I'm about to go down this terrible nightmare that nobody wants to go down. And then my mind immediately went to my kids, and then it was just really bad. It was it was every mother's worst nightmare, really.
Yeah.
So it was just, I just remember the drive home with my husband it was the worst drive of our lives. I remember just thinking, this is it. You know, I've got 5 years, maybe a few years with my kids. And yeah, and that's pretty much how I reacted to the diagnosis. I traveled 2 hours one way for treatment. So that's 4 hours of driving every week. I am involved with the International Myeloma, the IMF. I run a support group, families. It's for patients with young children who have multiple myeloma. So my name is kind of out there a little bit. People know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
So Karyopharm heard of my story, and they wanted to do a roundtable on me, which I thought was super interesting.
Yeah.
So I agreed to it. And at the meeting, they asked me if, what are some challenges that I have to being in this trial? And I told them the drive time, consumes my life.
Yes.
That's a lot. I would literally wake up, get the kids off to school and daycare, jump in my car, drive 2 hours, stay there for 2 hours, drive home for 2 hours, pick up my kids from school, and get on with the day, supper, all of that crazy stuff. So yeah, huge challenge for me, huge. But at that point they said, oh, we're very sorry, but that's just how facilities work. That's how clinical trials work. You have to be at a certain facility. And I thought, okay, well, all right, well, I guess I'm going up there forever then.
Yeah.
But just randomly out of the blue, my nurse calls me about a month ago, and she says, I just got the strangest email. She said, I got an email from Karyopharm, and it was an internal email that they sent out to the entire company. They all were just so moved by your story and everything you told them, and they agreed to let you go to your local hospital to get your trial drug.
No way.
Well, yeah, they did. They agreed to let me, which is apparently, it's never, like, drug companies have never done this before.
Wow.
I mean, so I'm like the first person that they're actually allowing to treat closer to home. So I was just so excited.
That's amazing.
Then it was amazing. And then I got a phone call and they said, oh, well, the hospital is doing a lot. They're really pushing back on this one.
Ugh.
And I thought, oh, great. They said no. Everybody said yes, but the hospital.
Oh,
they didn't feel comfortable administering the drugs because they had never administered them before. So that was kind of a blow, but my nurse said no. She said, I'm going to work on this. You just don't worry. I'm going to work on this. And I got a call about 2 hours ago and she said, well, we won. She met with everybody. She met with the head of nursing, the head of, with the oncologists at the hospital. She met with everybody. They all got together and they figured it out. And now I get to go back to my local hospital. And it's doing wonders for me. So I'm almost in complete remission now. I have no sign of it on any of my blood work anymore. Yeah, everything's completely normal. I believe my plasmacytoma in my sacrum is completely healed.
Great.
I don't feel pain. I haven't taken a narcotic in 2 weeks now.
Great.
Yeah, I took a huge turn. The last month, I barely feel any pain anymore. Just a little bit of tightness, maybe, heart, feels funny when I walk,
Yeah.
I'm missing a piece of my bone there. So that's going to take a little while to come back. But yeah, I don't know if it's selinexor or if it's the Kyprolis or the combination. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's working.
Yeah. Yeah. And my combination is selinexor and Velcade. And
honestly, Beth, like your story has like really inspired me so much, I have to say. Just because when I see you, I think, okay, she did it, she's doing fine. Like it just makes me feel so much better when I see other people who are thriving and, doing well, even 23 years later, that really gives me hope that, I'm not going to die like right now.
Yes.
For me, I think it's extremely important to advocate for yourself. I've been doing nothing but advocating for myself since my diagnosis, and I feel like everybody has to do that. I switched doctors. My first doctor, I felt like I was not, I felt like he was too busy for me, and I just didn't feel like he was caring for me. So that's why I knew I needed that second opinion. I knew I needed to get another doctor who was going to take my care seriously and who I felt safe with. So absolutely, you have to advocate for yourself if you're not feeling comfortable in your situation. It's enough that we have to deal with cancer.
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't have to deal with anything else when it comes to the care we're getting. We should just be receiving the best care, period. So yeah, it's so important. Right now, what I'm really struggling with is I'm healthy. I'm almost in complete remission. My back feels great. You'd think I would be happy and jumping up and jumping up in joy. I'm not.
Yes.
And I'm like, am I broken? Like, is there something wrong with me? Like, what happened here? Like, I should be happy. I should be celebrating. But I can't.
Yeah.
I just don't know why.
You have this cloud over your head all the time of saying, okay, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next?
I've been doing nothing but seeking out ways to feel normal.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm sure you know what that is. Sure. I'm sure you know what you mean. So yeah, I do exercise. I exercise a lot. I meditate. I learned to meditate, especially early on in my diagnosis. I don't do it as much anymore because I'm a lot more settled than I used to be. So I did meditation. I sought out help from therapists, psychologists.
Right.
I joined support groups. I created support groups.
Mm-hmm.
I literally just surrounded myself in support, and all the support that I could get, I surrounded myself in it. And that's been my greatest gift, I think, since my diagnosis, is the people who I've met throughout this journey so far. And, I've met some other young moms, and we connected and we talk almost every day. We check up on each other. We just speaking to one another makes us feel like, okay, you know, we can live this, you know, we can live this life. We can do this, you know? So support groups, huge. What else? My kids, just doing more things with them. That if I'm feeling stressed out, really stressed out, and there's nothing I can do, I've tried everything. And I'll just go to my kids and I'll just sit with them and I'll just try to be in the moment with them and just, you know, hug them and kiss them, and or I'll take them to the park, or just anything to get my mind off of, you know, what I'm stressing about. So yeah, I've done a lot.